Hey there. Thanks for opting in. I want to say great job on downloading our home seller checklist. And I am super glad you are seeking more information on how to prepare your home to sell. My name is John Cameron, and I help busy homeowners just like you in the Gig Harbor to Port Orchard area predictably sell their homes for top dollar in 29 days or less without being frustrated by the process or confused as to where to start. I can help you not get blindsided by the home inspection. So thank you for downloading the checklist, and I'll take a quick minute to walk through that with you. This is the top 12 items that in my 23-year career of selling real estate that I've compiled to help my home sellers easily make their home the best buy on the block. So one of the first things I always talk about with my sellers is to work from the front of the house in. This is super important for drive-bys that might be getting your address off Zillow or the internet. And I couldn't tell you how many times I've had somebody in my car. We've gone up to a home I've already scheduled to show to have them decide not even to go in just based on driving up to it. So make sure that the curb appeal is dialed in, and we do that with a couple different really simple items. One, pressure washing the front walk. So as we go up to the house, walking to the front door, if everything looks kind of dirty, they might think the inside's dirty or worse. So we want to set the stage for your house being a beautiful home. So just work on that first impression of walking up to the front door with mulch, the gardens, and then stand at the front door and scrutinize that front door. The buyer will be standing still in front of your front door longer than they'll be standing still anywhere else in your whole house, unless your home's like a view home. So clean the cobwebs, paint the front door, adding a new um, deadbolt and handset and a kick plate at the bottom is a really nice touch. I've had buyers, as we've gone up to that front door and everything was set perfectly, get to this point and go ooh ah, just looking at the front door. So after some of those oohs and ahs, another good tip is to provide some greenery and color and flowers, and that includes in those garden beds out front, but also putting fresh flowers about once every week in a couple rooms on the house, especially focusing on the front, because once that door is open, we want that first impression of the inside of your house to be light, bright, airy, colorful. And all of that can really go a long way to making it feel like the buyer's home. Big step coming up. Always talk about minimizing and decluttering. You only got one shot of a first impression, and if you blow that, whether it's curb appeal or opening the front door first step in, then it takes like 10 times the amount of effort to get past that initial negative. So we're setting the stage. Beautiful front, beautiful approach, beautiful door. Open the door. We want that next first impression to be as nice as it can. So minimize and declutter. I always talk about, if a shelf has 5 things on it, let's make it 2. If the wall has 5 photos, make it 1 or 2. Also, removing personal photos helps a lot. Removing evidence of pets, that doesn't mean that we necessarily have to get the pets removed, um, but we want to make sure that we don't have, scratches or smells or that sort of thing. Getting rid of the evidence of kids. I know it kind of seems a hard thing to do, but it really has to be get rid of the kid stuff in the front, especially the front entry, kitchen, living room, that front impression. Um, we don't want anything that looks like the tornado, which is what my house looks like right now. Um, and then the kids' rooms. The good news is the kid rooms can be messy. The biggest thing, though, is that if a buyer opens up the door, we want to make sure the door to the kids' room can open up all the way and there's not a bunch of stuff behind it. As you walk through the home, look for any hole blemishes on the walls or anything like that to patch the holes, clean the walls, paint the walls. Painting the rooms is a big one. Sometimes you don't have to go through all that process to do it. Usually Paint Match will work just fine. Home Depot always does a better job matching paint than Lowe's. And a couple little pro tips coming up: replace some of the lighting fixtures. The old mushroom can lights. Replacing those is relatively inexpensive and easy to do. Makes a huge difference as buyers walk through your home. Also, I mentioned before, light, bright, and airy. As much light in the home as possible. Change out the faucets, some of those bathroom faucets that might be worn or old. It's pretty easy to do. It doesn't cost a lot of money. Aromatherapy. You might hear people talking about cooking bread or doing something along those lines. That works well. We don't want anything too strong, but clean is best. Candles work good. Low scent candles, nothing too sweet. Also, pro tip: get soy candles. They last longer. Lastly, carpet cleaning. Usually, if carpets are stained or a little bit bad, carpet cleaning is enough to get the worst stains up. If they're in okay shape, vacuuming is usually fine. It's only a rare case that I recommend carpet replacement. Does sometimes happen. So those are those top 12 items. Hopefully you can apply some of those in your journey to getting your home sold. So that home seller checklist is just one step in a step-by-step plan that helps me get my sellers top dollar for their homes predictably in 29 days or less without being frustrated or overwhelmed. This is a step-by-step process that I can honestly tell you, in the 23 years I've been doing business, if when I go back to a home and I see that my clients have done this work or done their best doing this work, I see mulch and flowers and minimizing, 100% of the time that home has been the best buy on the block. And we really have it down to a science on what it takes to prepare the home. As you can see, this checklist is super, super easy. This will allow that buyer to come in and make that super strong offer super quick. Also, if you want to know more, this is part of our SellSmart system that I've licensed for our area and happy to share with the community. I do a webinar on the SellSmart system, which includes this home seller checklist with a little bit more detail, as well as talking about pricing and some other crucial aspects on getting your home sold. You can go to my webinar webpage at housingauthority.com. It takes about 20 minutes. I do those Tuesdays at 6:30. And I'll bring up the SellSmart system here. So here is part of that SellSmart system that we go over. And it takes about 20 minutes. So if you are thinking of selling your home in the next 3 to 12 months or sooner, check out my webinar, learn more, and then whether it's me or somebody else or whatever you do, you'll at least have enough information to make an informed decision on where you want to go, what you want to do. So thanks for listening. My name is John Cameron, VIP Real Estate. Have a great day.